Saira Shah Halim, it's almost like a tutorial, and we've played out what that colonel was guiding them according to the National Investigation Agency. Go carry out a Molotov cocktail attack. See how far you can hurl the petrol bomb. It's almost as if they are being graded, marked, and then cleared for the next class, madam. The problem appears to be huge.
Yeah, so firstly, we need to ascertain who the handlers are, because if these handlers are training them to conduct these terrorist activities, those handlers needs to be nabbed first, who are radicalizing the youth and spoiling the future, and in return the country is suffering. So we need to find out firstly who the handlers are, and these people must be getting used as pawns. Either ways, it is very, very tragic, and I think all of them, be it the handlers, be it the ones who are perpetuating these crimes, these terrorist activities, they need to be nabbed at the earliest, and we need to send a very strong precedence to the country at large that we will have a zero tolerance towards any kind of radicalization, terrorism, or any kind of extremist activities going on in the country.
General Hasnain, when you read through this charge sheet, the task that the so-called handler, who's identified as a colonel by the NIA, or according to these individuals, A1 to A9, apparently systematically told them to target the economy in their area. Go target a marketplace. Go target a furniture, an area where there's a lot of furniture, where there's a lot of petrol. So that way, they ensure that there's a massive fire, there's loss of life, use incendiary material, and ensure you come out safe. It's almost as if there's military-grade planning where these people are the foot soldiers of the terror plot against India.
Gaurav, I would strongly recommend, if someone wants to really study this well, watch a film, and surprisingly the film is from Pakistan, a film called Khuda Ke Liye.
Yes.
It will actually show you how a perfectly well-educated person, absolutely non-radicalized, how he lands up in the hands of the handlers which Saira ji was just talking about. You land up in the hands of a handler who slowly gets to your mind and starts changing your mind. And that individual can then start leading two parallel lives. One life in the public and one life in the private. This is a very typical thing happening to many, many young people in the Islamic world. And unfortunately, it becomes very difficult for intelligence agencies to be able to home on to them. Most of them are experts in all these issues of terrorism, technologies which are involved in it, and there is so much of subversion behind all that, that after a period of time, the mind is completely changed. You're absolutely right. This is starting small. Choti shuruaat. That is small marketplaces, a scooter bomb here and there. Later you'll find network things like it happened in Mumbai in 1993. 30, 40 blasts at one time. Now, for that you require an army of trained people who go surreptitiously into these areas and leave behind these bombs in all these kind of places. So this becomes more and more sinister over a period of time.
In fact, since you mentioned the 1993 Mumbai blasts, Dr. Vikram Singh, in that case, whether it was Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar or Tiger Memon or the planters of those bombs, they were actually first taken to Dubai, then from Dubai to Pakistan, where they learned how to make bombs, then back to Dubai, back to India, and then they carried out those horrendous terror attacks in which 257 people were killed in 13 blasts, and more than 700 were injured. In this case, sir, nobody is being sent to Pakistan. Nobody is going to Dubai. It's happening in the jungles of Kerala, Karnataka, and in those areas where these educated Muslim boys are making bombs, using incendiary material, carrying out these pressure cooker blasts, and God forbid, if they get access to bigger explosives, there would be another 1993 kind of a serial blast situation.
Gauravji, comparison should be between comparables. 1993 is almost history now, and 2022-23 is very different. The information technology and the rogue apps, the encrypted apps, will not require anybody to go to Dubai. You can sit wherever you are, and your mind will be radicalized. repetition, internalization, and then it becomes habit. And also the incendiary material, how to procure them, how to fabricate bombs, how to make bombs from whatever ingredients are available in the home kitchen or from the nearby grocer. That is what the technology has given. The negative side of this technology is. Therefore, all the more reason that people have to be alert that the radicalization and the symptoms of radicalizations, one has to be extremely observant and vigilant to see that the youngsters are not privy to any malignant influence. And to Ms. Shara Shah Aleem's, I totally agree. It is not only to be dealt with zero tolerance, but also not nipped in the bud, but crushed in the bud immediately. And the entire might of a resolute nation must come down heavily on the handlers and those who subscribe to this negative philosophy.